Hello friends. Welcome to our channel where we explain to you the knowledge of the best books of the world in a simple and effective way. Today, we are going to talk about such a wonderful book that has changed the lives of millions of people and given them true happiness and inner peace. We are talking about Tolle's famous book, The Power of Now. This book teaches us how we can fill our lives with new energy and peace by living in the present moment. In today's fast-paced life where our mind is busy, we are always busy, where we either worry about the past or are lost in thoughts about the future. The Power of Now gives us a chance to understand the importance of the present. In this video, we will tell you how living in the present moment can eliminate our mental stress. Why? Living in the present is the key to true happiness and success. How can you find peace and balance in life by controlling your thoughts, and how true spiritual awakening is possible in life? If you are also looking for a way to live a stress-free, relaxed, and happy life. If yes, then this video is for you. We have prepared it specially for you to explain the ideas and messages of this book in simple Hindi. So friends, watch the video till the end, because in this, there are such priceless lessons which can change your life. And if you like our effort, then like the video, share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Let's start The Power. Without any delay. In this journey of now, we know how we can give a new direction to our lives by living in the present. The author of this book, Eckhart Tolle, remained depressed and troubled most of his life. When he was 29 years old, he often used to wake up in the middle of the night. His sleep used to get disturbed. He used to feel that his life was useless. It seemed that there was no point in living. In the darkness of the night, he could hear the sound of a train coming from a distance. He no longer had any love or attachment to anything in his life. He was no longer alive in such a situation. In such a situation, only one voice came from his heart. Why am I living in such a state of turmoil? Eckhart sleep had been broken many times before, in the middle of the night. But that night was the scariest. That night, there was a terrible thing in Eckhart's mind. A storm was rising. He wanted to leave everything and get lost forever. He wanted to go to a place far away from where no one comes back. He was not able to bear it anymore. He was drowned in a deep sadness. There was nothing that could fill the emptiness in his mind. Neither his family, nor his friends, nor his job. Nothing mattered. He was moving towards that darkness, which was pulling him towards itself. Next morning, when Eckhart woke up, he heard the chirping of a small bird outside the window. He had never heard such a sound before. He slowly opened his eyes and saw light coming from the window. He saw the warm sunlight. His face was glowing. He could feel the warmth. Suddenly, he started liking everything. His eyes filled with tears. He looked around. His room. Everything in the room looked new like before today. He had never paid attention to these things. For the first time in his life, Eckhart took a round outside the house. Today, everything seemed beautiful to him, full of life. He felt as if he had taken a new birth. From that day onwards, he started doing this every day. He started going to the park. He used to sit on a bench and enjoy the beauty around him. Dachshund, air, small animals, sunlight, everything. Started liking him. He was very happy despite being all alone in this world. Then, soon it happened that people would come to him and ask him, "What is the secret of your happiness? We also want to be happy like you. What should we do about this?" Cat tells them that Kashi is within you. It's just that your mind is so noisy that you can't hear the sound of your happiness. Slowly, Cat felt that he started talking like a spiritual teacher. What is bothering you? What is it that is going on in your mind? Are you worried about the future? Are you regretting your past? Can you say that you are living a full life? Has it ever happened to you that there was no worry, no concern? Has it ever happened that you thought only about today? In this book, You will learn to live in the present. You will appreciate your present life and this beautiful world. By reading this book summary, you will learn how to solve your problems, how to face it. You too can bring peace in your life if you want when Eckhart survived all this in his life. If you have, then why can't you? Let's understand all the 10 chapters of this book carefully. Chapter 1. You are not your mind. Once upon a time, there was a beggar who had been living in side work for 30 years. One day in the morning, when a stranger from there, as he passed by, the beggar placed his baseball cap in front of him and asked, "Sir, can I get some money? I don't have any money to give you," the man said. The man noticed that the beggar was sitting on an old box. "What is this?" he asked. The beggar asked him nothing. "It is just a box. It is lying here for a long time." The beggar said, "Have you ever opened it?" The stranger asked, "What is the use? It must be empty." The beggar said, but when the stranger insisted that he should open the box once, the homeless man agreed to his words. The box was very old, so it was not opening, but the beggar kept trying, and the box opened. As soon as the beggar looked inside the box, he was surprised to see the old box in which he had been sitting for so many years. It was actually full of gold. If you look at it, we are all the same. We are like beggars. We look at the outside world and never try to look inside ourselves. We look for our happiness outside. We all need love and security, but we forget that there is a treasure hidden within us. Such a treasure which no one else can give us. Then what is the real treasure after all? The real treasure is to feel the peace within us, to accept ourselves as we are, to be happy with our real nature, to be happy in our present, away from the regrets of the past and worries of the future. To be happy is the real wealth. If we are happy with our present, then we will be really happy. Once you get this treasure, then you will never again be troubled by the false glitter of the outside world. You will be so happy in yourself that it will not last long. The world will start looking completely different to you. Then you will neither feel sad about yesterday nor worry about tomorrow. The real gold is within you. Just look inside yourself once. Chapter 2. Consciousness. The way out of pain. Open that box. How will you open what you have? How will you bring out the gold hidden inside you? First of all, it is very important to know that. Why do you remain troubled? What is it that is not letting you live? What is the reason for your pain? You need to know the reason for your sadness. Just think, if there were no humans in this world, what would have happened? There would have been only animals and trees and plants. So then, would there be a past or a future? Would there be anything like time? Would the eagle ask, "What is the time? Please tell me." Or would DDA think, "What is the date today?" In fact, for plants and animals, there is nothing like time or date. They don't have anything to do with the past or the future. For them, the time is today and right now. Trees, plants, and animals live in the present. Just think how wonderful it is to live without any regrets and problems. No worries and no sorrows and problems. This is what it means to live in the present, which we have forgotten. We want to leave behind the burden of our past and worries about the future and enjoy the present moment. But is this possible? We are humans, and even if we want to, we cannot forget our past. Our mind keeps forcing us to think about the future. Our mind controls us and scares us about tomorrow. We are always surrounded by so many complications. We remain unable to appreciate the present, and the real reason behind our sadness is that we ourselves invite sadness in our lives. Now you will say that there is nothing good in the present, only sorrow and problems. But is it really so? It is true that you are probably saying this under the influence of the past, but you have to forget the past and focus on the present. Accept today as it is. Improve your present. Consider it your friend and not your enemy. Try it once, and then see how it helps you. Life transforms. Chapter 3. Moving deep into the now. Have you ever wondered why people like activities like car racing or mountain climbing? It is because they feel they are in the present movement. How strange it is that people feel in the present movement. To do something, one has to do some particular activity. This is the reason why people often look for opportunities to be happy. There was a Zen master who once asked his student, "What is he lacking at this moment?" The student was thinking. DDH thought about the answer to this question. What will be the answer? Think calmly. This was the only thing that is not found in noise, that is peace. This is such a simple exercise to keep anyone calm. It means that you need to climb a high mountain to feel the peace and beauty inside you. No. While going to work or roaming around the city, you must have seen many tree plantings on the way. You might have rarely noticed these tree plantings because we're often lost in our own problems. If possible, then visit these plants sometime. Sit in the shade of trees and relax for a few moments, or look carefully at a tree. Outside your window, you will feel different. You will see how bright and colorful these trees and plants are. These trees can be planted in any area near your workplace or home. It is also completely different from the image, even if it is for a short time. Feel these moments. Breathe in the fresh air of the trees. You will feel that your mind has relaxed. You will forget all the problems that were there in your mind some time back. You have completely forgotten for a while. There is a kind of peace inside you. When you wake up in the morning and think that I wish. When you are somewhere far from here, at that time you actually want to run away from your responsibilities. Many things go around in your mind. You are worried about the things that you have to achieve. And at that time, there is only one thing in your mind that, now when will you get the next chance to be happy and excited? When will you eat your favorite food again? When will you do some thrilling activity? When will you find someone who will complete your life? But you just keep waiting, and in this affair, today's short. You forget to enjoy small joys. You don't look around you. You keep worrying about the future. And this is the reason why we are never satisfied. Chapter 4. Mind. Strategies for avoiding the now. Psychologist Carl Jung was once a Native American tribal leader. The tribal chief who was talking to Jung told him that white people have a very cruel nature and negative attitude. The tribal chief also said that it seems that these people always want something or the other, as if something is missing in their life. These white people are always restless and uncomfortable like madmen. You may also feel like the white people in this story, sometimes. But will you stop for a minute and try to ask yourself if at this moment I am completely relaxed? Because many times our thoughts control us completely. We will tell you those reasons why your mind stops you from enjoying your today. So, the first reason for this is recent thoughts, i.e. to your job, or the bitterness that you feel in your heart about a person or a task. Many times we feel that we are taking too much load in the office or a colleague is irritating us. These things create bitterness inside us. But there is no use of it. You cannot be negative about these things. It would be better to try to change the situation. You can stop the thing that is disturbing you. It is in your hands whether you go to that person or not. Talk openly about what irritates you and stop it. Only you can take the initiative. You can stop yourself from being negative. It is completely in your hands. It is just like you have a heavy thing on your shoulders. Just drape it and let go of that heavy thing. Whenever you feel negative, the moment the feeling comes, throw away the negativity from your heart and make a fresh start. Instead of complaining, throw away the burden of your heart. Actually, removing useless things from your life and taking the situation under your control is also very important. It is not difficult. The second reason why you are not able to enjoy this moment is inaction. That is, do not do anything. If a situation makes you sad, then you can chase it or accept it, even with your color decision. You can learn a lot. We have 3 choices: leave, change, or expect. You can either accept a situation. Many people do this who expect happiness from their future. But be thankful to God for what you have. Only then will you be able to achieve real happiness. Imagine, do you stand in a line, and then you hear the noise of people standing behind you? People are complaining, getting irritated and saying negative things, but you stay calm. When your turn comes at the counter, the attendant says, "Sorry to you." If you have to wait, you can say, "It's okay. I had no problem waiting. I was just enjoying." Chapter 5. The State of Presence. Now just close your eyes and try to concentrate. Ask yourself my next. What will be the thought? Keep yourself alert for the next thought which can come to your mind at any time. Just like a cat waits for a mouse, you will notice that you are waiting alertly for a new thought, because you too. When you are in the state of ONF presence, at this time, you are not thinking of anything else. Neither any tension nor regret. Then your concentration starts fading. Your alertness decreases. The mind gets disturbed again, and the peace is disturbed, and you once again back to the present world again. To teach the state of presence, Zen masters take a wooden stick and suddenly attack their students from behind. If a student is not concentrating or something is going on in his mind, he will react suddenly. But a student who is alert will not be able to concentrate. The presence of the Zen master will be known, and he will feel what is going to happen. So he will be already ready and will save himself from any attack. If you are not present and alert, if you do not go deep into your consciousness, then your thoughts will attack you. You will keep pulling, just like a boat keeps floating in the river. Deep-rooted means having complete control over your body and mind, i.e., being fully aware of your surroundings. Chapter 6. The Inner Body. How do you connect with your inner body? Close your eyes again and relax. Take a deep breath. Observe your body with your mind's eye. Watch your chest rise and fall with each breath. Did you feel anything? Did you feel that you were living in the moment? Did you feel the power of your body? Did you realize that you are a strong source of energy in yourself? Once you start doing it, you can do so much. Your inner body is formless and limitless, but you are not even aware of its power. Every religion, whether of the East or the West, teaches us the same thing, that we should fast and stay away from bodily pleasures as much as possible. That is, some religious practices try to fight against the demands of the body. Some religions also talk about out-of-body experiences where we try to be more conscious of our body's physical pleasures. We can get out of the form. This kind of practice will give us enlightenment, but not for a long time, because someday we will have to return to the body. But the real transformation is not in going away from the body, but in accepting it. Religious practices will make you enlighten your body. Searching for enlightenment outside the body teaches you to search outside the body, but the truth is that we can achieve truth only through our inner body, and knowing our inner body slows down our aging process. Of course, your outer body becomes weak with age. Even if you turn 80, your inner body will always remain young and alive. You will feel more light and full of energy. By knowing our inner body, our immune system also remains strong, because whatever is inside our body, whatever happens, we remain conscious about it. You will not fall prey to any bad habits, nor will you come under anyone's negative influence. You can easily protect yourself from things like anger, fear, or depression. Chapter 7. Portals into the unmanifested unmanifested. What we can link it to Qi, which is the universal life energy. Qi is like a river that flows from the universe to every life form and returns back to the universe. When we go deep into our inner body, we get connected to this energy system. Qi flows like a river, while the anim fade remains calm. Sometimes when you have a dreamless sleep, you feel unmanifested. This is a calm state, but is full of a lot of energy. Unmanifested. The main portal of the current. There is a moment. In the physical world, we are slaves of time. But being timeless is pure bliss. That is, a stage where there is only peace, where you are free from all bondages and can feel the unmanifested. The closer you stay to nature, the stronger you will be. Appreciate this. Wake up in the morning and watch the sunrise. Sit on the bank of a river and watch it flow. Or look at the sky at night. Or look carefully at the golden flames of a fire. You cannot even imagine how much peace all this can give you when you look at nature. At that time, your mind is completely free. You are not aware of the time. At that time, you are not a slave of time. You are just present in that moment and feel it intensely. That is why it is important to learn that we should present ourselves in front of nature. Surrender. Throw away everything that is stopping you from enjoying this moment. Try surrendering yourself to this moment, and you will feel more alive. There is another exercise you can do. Switch off your cell phone for a while. Keep in mind that no one should disturb you during this. Straighten your back and sit in a relaxed position. Take deep breaths. Feel your inner body. Don't think about anything. Just feel your energy. Feel your raw. Surrender yourself in this moment. When we go so deep, when you go further, there comes a point when the difference between the inner and outer body ends and you become one with the energy that is flowing in the entire universe. Chapter 8. Enlightened Relationships. A man and a woman meet, and both of them fall in love. After meeting that woman, the man feels a sense of completeness. Whenever he meets her, he feels as if there is no one else in the world except the two of them. He feels as if both of them are one. They have been together for a long time, and that woman was also completely immersed in the love of that man. She used to feel that she was special. Their relationship was perfect. Then that man slowly started becoming demanding. He got intoxicated by the love of that woman. He became so possessive about her that he was afraid that she might leave him. That woman also started feeling jealous and possessive so that she doesn't go away. She would blackmail him and blame him. There was a lot of love between them in the beginning of the relationship, but after a few days, a crack started appearing in their relationship. Now there was a love-hate relationship between them. Both of them would come very close to each other, and sometimes they would start hating each other. Sometimes they would hurt each other, and sometimes they would unite. And because of this, their relationship was now giving them more pain than pleasure. Instead of happiness, there was no love between them. The pain took over, and one day finally they both broke up. So was there ever love between them or not? Or there was just an attraction between them like people often have for food, alcohol, or drugs? When you want someone just to relieve your pain and fill the emptiness inside you, then this is the condition of such relationships. And once the excitement is over, the sadness and pain that occurs has no limit. But the question is, how to build an enlightened relationship? How can we always be happy with someone? A simple answer to this is that whoever you love, accept him with all your heart. Do not try to change him with his flaws and qualities. Accept him as his true nature is. When you try to change someone, then that is the reason of all the pain. That is why the experience inspires us to live a peaceful life with more love and happiness. But when does true love happen? If someone is alone without a partner, will he not get true love? Can love be achieved by anyone? It can only happen with someone else, not with oneself. True love is hidden within all of us. There is no need to search for it outside. True love means living in the present. Loving yourself and everything around you is true love, and this is true because true love never leaves you nor turns into hatred. True love stays alive forever. Chapter. Know beyond happiness and unhappiness. There is peace. The old man who was very sick was lying on his deathbed, waiting for death. Although his condition was quite serious, he still refused to undergo any radical treatment or operation. I refused. That man had a long, productive career. He had helped a lot of people in his life and achieved a lot. In his last moments, his relatives and close people came to him and started crying, but he was very calm. Only he could understand how much pain he was in at that time. He looked calmly at the people who had come to meet him, and then slowly he closed his eyes for the last time and went into a deep sleep. What do you feel about death? Is death always painful? Should we be afraid of death? How can you tell if something is really positive or negative? There are many people who are grateful for their mistakes, disabilities, and losses. Do you know why? Because these people believe that negative situations are their biggest teachers. With their consciousness, they have transformed the negative situations of life into positive ones. When you live in the present, nothing positive or negative happens. Then, you accept things as it is. Then, you cannot ignore bad situations by saying that everything is perfect, because you are allowing things to happen. Like that old man accepted his fate, and he left this world peacefully. He had no fear or regret. There was peace on his face while dying. Chapter 10. The meaning of surrender. Surrender. It means accept what is happening right now without any fear, anger, or bitterness. That is, learn to accept life as it is right now. When something goes wrong, you will have to learn to surrender. You can find a solution to the situation at that time without becoming negative. For example, suppose you are stuck in Keech DHA. Now surrendering here does not mean that you should remain stuck in Keech DHA. Rather, it means that you should not ignore this situation. You will have to accept that you are stuck in Keech DHA. You are stuck, and now you have to get out. This is the reality. But blaming someone else for this, or getting angry at them would be wrong, because doing this is not going to benefit you in any way. Now, just imagine that you have gone out for a walk at night. There is fog due to which you cannot see clearly. You cannot see, but you have a powerful flashlight with the help of which you are moving ahead. The same situation is there in your life also. This dense fog is a difficult situation in our life, but the flashlight in our hand is our consciousness, with the help of which we are able to move ahead. Keep making your way ahead. Walking becomes so easy with this powerful light. It helps you to walk, and you can enjoy your night walk. When we refuse to surrender to our situations, then this world, we start feeling negative. You are always afraid of what will happen next. What will happen if a disaster occurs, or if a big problem comes? You start doubting everyone. You do not even trust yourself, and this affects your physical body. DD also affects the body. Your body becomes weak. You feel as if you are sick. Whenever you feel that you are getting lost in a fog like this, then remember that a powerful flashlight is present inside you. You may say that so many things happen in life, but we will say that only that. Focus on what is in front of you right now, i.e., focus on your today. Surrender to it under all circumstances and accept it, and then take action on it. The opposite of surrender is resistance, i.e., blaming, regrets, and fear. And all these feelings make you even more negative. It is better that you control them. Do not let negative emotions come to you. Only when you are fully conscious, you will be able to think of the best solution. At this moment, perhaps you too will blame your parents because of being stuck in the mud of problems. You must be blaming this society and your situation. You must be thinking about all the wrong decisions that you made in your life. You must be thinking that this is your life, and now nothing can happen to you. Your problems can never go away. Wait a minute. First, take a deep breath, and I am not going to give up. Then you move your legs and try to get straight, and then your underwear comes out of your ass. That was all you had to do. So live in the present. Try and Hesha. Kushraho. In today's video, we understood the main ideas of a very important book, The Power of Now. This book teaches us how we can completely change our lives by living in the present moment, instead of worrying about the future and thinking about the mistakes of the past. focusing on the now, instead of getting entangled in the future, is the source of true peace and happiness. If you like this book, and you will try to implement it in your life, then do let us know in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any more inspiring book summary videos to come. Spread this valuable message to others by liking and sharing this video. See you again in the next video with another wonderful book. Thank you.